Hey, welcome here. I'm Carissa and this is Carissa's Garden, and I have a couple chores to do, so I thought I would take you along and show you what I'm gonna get up to. So here I have my Snapdragons. I started these about a few weeks ago and they are getting very, very tall and they have quite a few true leaves. So I will be cutting these, and this is a 2-for-1 task. This is you pinch them so that they will be bushier and give you more blooms in the long run, but they also can be propagated. Apparently Snapdragons are quite quick to root out from cutting, so I'm really excited to do that. I have a couple trays. They came with I think I bought some seed warming trays on Amazon, and I didn't know, but they came with these, so I'm going to give these a try. And then on my other side here, I have the Dahlias that I started from seed, and this was my first time starting them from seed, obviously, and I had no idea they would grow so fast. And they will bloom this year and they will produce a tuber this year, so I want to give them as much space as they need. So I might be doing this again. I might be upsizing them from this as well. This is about a inch by inch pot, so they might not even last long here, but that's okay. This will be the first step. So anyway, there are quite a few of them. I think I I sowed about 45 seeds, and I think I almost got 30 or 40 of them. We'll see. I think these are 5 by 5, so they're 25. And I think I'll just choose the healthiest of both, my snaps and my dahlias, because I'm running out of space. As you can see, I'm starting to use just what I have lying around. This is just a boot tray. I'm going to use it as my drip tray. And then I have these freebie silicone cells that, like I said, I got off Amazon for free. So I thought I would take you along and show you what I'm going to be doing. And hopefully this gives me a lot of blooms in the growing season. Okay, well, let's start with our snaps first. So these are, what variety? Sherbet mix. These are from Floret, and they are, I want to say, pastels. Most of mine are pastels, so like the pinks, the oranges, the creams, the yellows. It's a mix of that. So they look pretty healthy, and from what I've heard is you're going to go above the first true leaves. So obviously the first leaves that come out are the cotyledon. The cotyledon leaves are built in, if you will, to the seed, just to give it that chance to photosynthesize as soon as they germinate. But after that are the true leaves. So the first true set you can cut after, because the plant that I'm leaving, the seedling that I'm leaving, needs to photosynthesize, obviously. So it needs at least one set of true leaves. So if I have more than that, maybe I'll split it up, because some of these are quite tall back here. So yeah, I will show you what I'm doing. All right, here is one, and I'm gonna go right here. So like I said, pinching this will produce a bushier plant, and then this is able to be propagated. So actually I'm going to keep this here. That's my workstation. And then I will just use a pencil for that. And there we go. Free plant. I love jobs like this because it makes so much sense to me, right? You're pinching the plant to get more blooms, but you're also creating a whole nother plant, so nothing goes to waste. So I love that. Okay, here we go, another one. There we go. I'm happy with how that went. I didn't do all of them because some at the back don't have enough leaves for me to cut yet. So I will wait for these. Hopefully I'll remember to get back to those at a later date. And then I have my tray. I almost filled up 25. I'm just short 2, so I have 23. So anyway, these are the cut ones. And I will give them a little water and they should be good. All right, next are the Dahlias. And these, I couldn't be more proud of. I am just so thrilled that not only so many worked, but the more I look at the photos, I'll insert a photo of what the packet showed. But like I said, when I did pot these up originally, it's a wild card. When you're planting Dahlias by seed, you don't really know what you're getting. So it's part of the fun, I suppose. I just need some sort of tool to pull these out. And I will come closer, or I will bring you closer so that you can see what I'm doing. But I'm gonna try it out first and see. I did do these in the soil blocker. So hopefully they come apart easily. I am digging into the soil block as well as pulling on one of the leaves, the cotyledon. And there we go. There is my first one. It'll be interesting to see if there's the start of a tuber, if it's just roots right now. So far I just see roots, but that's exciting. That's my first one. And then that will just get plunked in here. And I will probably be pinching these as well as they get taller, just to promote, you know, branching and all of that fun stuff. Are done for the day. At least these ones are, at least. So these ones weren't worth saving. These are a couple of the Dahlias. They just didn't look super healthy, and plus I ran out of room. I have 25 of them here. These are the Dahlias, and then I have those 2 empty cells from my snaps, so I plugged in 2 there. And I think it's going to work a lot better to have them in these cells rather than the soil blocker, because they were starting to combine and just pulling them apart. Here's an example. So actually no, that one's fine. That's why it's not super healthy. Oh, but here's a good example. So the roots were starting to spread quite a bit because they weren't contained. So yeah, as I'm using my soil blocker, I'm kind of making a mental checklist of which plants grow really well in the soil blocks, which seems like most, but this one, because it is such a fast growing, rooting, tuberous type of plant, it does need a little bit more space. So like I said, these are probably not going to stay in here forever, probably a few weeks or a month, but it might be more beautiful outside, or it might be a little bit more beautiful outside and a little warmer for them, so I might be able to put them outside during the day, because I am running out of space. I have 2 shelves. If you saw in my previous video, I showed all of my seedlings. I have 2 just wire shelvings that I'm growing all my seedlings on, and that is my limit, because I've calculated my space And after these 2 shelves, I do not need any more. I only need about 2,000 plants this year, which sounds like a lot. Anyway, thanks for coming along. I'm really excited that I could make use of my cuttings of my Snapdragons, and hopefully these will branch out and be beautiful. And these will produce many beautiful flowers, so I'm just thrilled about today's progress. So anyway, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you next time.